Hi, it's Kevin here. Time for a video. It's been a couple of days now, but I was busy with work and other things. Anyway, someone in the group said, can you make a problem and solution video? Can you show us an essay? Can you show us how this works? Okay, I shall do so. So, I don't see why problem and solution essay should be a problem. They're pretty straightforward. You've got two questions. What's the problem? How can it be solved? You answer these two questions. Paragraph 2 for the problem, paragraph 3 for a solution. It's pretty straightforward, as we'll see. Okay, so structure first. So here we go. Now, sentence 1 for every question, as you should know, you paraphrase the question or topic. That's it. No long-winded introductions. You simply, according to some, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then, sentence 2, your outline. In my view, the main problem is, or the main problem this causes is, however, a possible solution, a possible answer, a resolution to this problem could be, etc., etc. That's it. 2 sentences. That's all that we need. Then, body paragraph 1, problem cause. The problem is, well, it says problem and cause here because it's exactly the same for a problem and solution. Let me just turn on my cleaner. So you state the problem, explain a little bit, and give an example. And the same for the solution, strangely enough. It's not that strange, is it? State the solution. The solution to this problem is, it will solve this problem by doing this, for example. And then at the end, so a summary of your main points, and if you want, which I would do, recommendation for the future. That's it. What? We've got 2, 5, 10, 12 sentences. 4 paragraphs, 12 sentences. Aiming for 2, I don't know, around about 300 to 90 words. This particular essay is 276, though I would consider it a band 9 because it does exactly as it should. I'll just show you the criteria. Again, although I show it in every video, but still, it's worth having a look at. Let me drag this over here. Right. So, what do we need for a 9? I'll get my pen. Okay. All parts of the prompt. So, the problem is, the solution is. A clear, fully developed position which directly answers the question. Hence, the problem is, the solution is. That's it. Good supporting ideas and examples, and that'll be fine. This talks about, this basically means how easily it can be understood. Clear and simple. Your paragraphing is good. Intro, problem, solution, conclusion. It's pretty straightforward. Your vocab, you need a wide range. Okay. Very natural. This is the key also in the speaking section, which I've mentioned on more than one occasion. The best way to get a high score is to be as natural as possible. Don't memorize phrases either for writing or speaking. It's a communication exercise. You want to be as natural, as native-like as possible. Same for writing and speaking. The grammar, wide range of structures, if we get that out of the way, wide range of structures, errors extremely rare, etc. So, let's have a look at an example. I'll show you this. Now, someone wanted me to write this from scratch under normal circumstances. I would. Today, don't have time. I've got a student coming in 20 minutes, haven't got time for that, so this will just be pretty quick, as I say. So, let's take a look. Paying with a credit card is a common habit. Cards make it easy to buy now and pay later. So, this is the context part, okay? This is the context part, gives us the background. What are some problems? Now, I know some people think, I must talk about 2 or possibly more. You don't have to. It says, what are some? If you say, well, I think the main problem is, that's perfectly fine. And what can be done? So we've got 2 questions. What problems are caused by overuse of credit cards, and what can we do? What's the solution? So, introductions. Sentence 1, you paraphrase. Many people make purchases with credit cards, blah, 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 easy to buy now and pay later for goods or services. Okay, now the main problem with this is that it can lead to high levels of personal debt. Now I know it says problems, but I'm saying, well, I think there's only one real issue here, which is personal debt. I can't think of any other problems that you might have if you overuse your credit cards. The main issue is always it's debt. You owe a lot of money that you can't pay, so I can't think of anything else. However, what's the solution? Well, banks to check on their customers before they give them a card. Not so difficult. Now, you will see just how easy this type of essay is. So, what do we have to do again? Just have a quick look. So we've done the introduction. Okay. What's the problem? Explain it. Example. Okay, so having easy access to credit can lead to a person owing a lot of money. High levels of personal debt. This is also a good way to show cohesion and coherence, as someone was asking me about just a minute or 2 ago. So, simple sentence. The problem is, and you don't have to say on the one hand or firstly, just get straight to the point. Having easy access can lead to a person owing a lot of money. So I don't have to say the main problem, firstly, the problem of people doing this. Now, you want to avoid that because that is repetition and you have to show a progression. So you want to avoid those kind of expressions. So get to the point. Having access to credit can lead to a person owing a lot of money, personal debt. Okay. This ready finance can lead to some people. So every sentence must expand, explain. So easy money, people spend irresponsibly because they pay off one card by taking out another card, thus adding to their debt. So this sentence is explaining this previous one. How can it lead to people owing a lot of money? Well, because, people spend a lot of money because they take out one card to pay off the previous card. Then they take out another card to pay off that card. For example, a survey by the Bank of England showed that out of 10,000 people, over 75% admitted to having 2 or more cards and personal debts of several £1,000s. Now, this is a made-up example. It's not important that it is, but it works. You can use a personal one or you can make an example up. It doesn't actually matter. So, 3 sentences. The problem is personal debt. How does that equal personal debt? Because people take off one card to pay out another. An example to support that idea. Okay. To solve this problem, banks should have a database of customers, right? So they should share this so they can see that you've got a card with a different bank and you want a card with their bank, and they can say no. And they should also set a limit on credit. Okay, so we get straight to the point. What's a solution? Check the finances, because what does it say? Rigorous checks on finances before issuing cards. So we solve this problem. Banks share information so we know who can afford a card, and it will stop people having multiple cards. For example, in some countries, I think this is true in China, I'm not sure, checks are made on finances. So, I mean, this could be a personal example from your country, for example. Okay, so we've got the problem. Banks should share information. Why is that good? Because it will stop people having multiple cards which they cannot afford. Rigorous checks, yeah, plus adding to their debt. So you can see how everything is fitting in nicely. Okay. In conclusion, although easy credit is blamed for rising debt, this is a relatively easy problem to solve if stricter banking regulations were enforced. I've paraphrased. If all banks shared customer data and agreed to cooperate with each other when issuing credit cards, this could well solve this issue. So you can see everything's wrapped up, everything's nice, neat and tidy. 276 words, 12 sentences, 4 paragraphs, that's it. This would easily get a 9, or at least 8.5, because it's clear, to the point, direct, simple, answers the questions. It gives reasons, examples, and we've got a logic, and the grammar is perfect, of course, and the vocab is good also. Lots of paraphrasing, lots of, citizen finances, what is it? So we've got high levels of personal debt, owing a lot of money, what else? Personal debt, limit on credit, which they cannot afford, So we're not simply saying credit card, and credit card, debt. It is variation. Okay, so that's it. I hope that answers. Your question, or gives you some idea. That's it. 4 paragraphs, 12 sentences, 276 words. Band 9 answers the question, does the job exactly. So, sweet. I'll see you tomorrow if I have time for another video. Okay, then bye for now.